Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel today. If you enjoyed this review, please drop a like and please subscribe down below. I appreciate all the support from everybody. And we have an interesting box in front of us, not in terms of color and design, but my favorite style of box, which is the Nike slide box. And this is a little banged up, a Nike LD Waffle SF. Blue Void, white obsidian, white is the colorway, men's size 12, and the retail price was $160 US. And inside the slide box, we just get some wild, normal, large paper. It's talking about just Nike and the product, nothing too special there. And if we get into the sneakers, these were released on 8/27/21, August 27th, for $170 US. And this is what we are looking at today. So if I just showed you in the beginning of the video, you saw the price tag on the box was $170 or $160. I just said they were $170. I looked at the purchase on the Nike app. They were $170. The box tag price is actually wrong. That's an error on Nike's fault. So I just realized that. So ignore the $160 price tag. They're actually $170 retail. There is a look at the extra laces you get, which are just, a solid white lace with a clear tip, nothing special. I will put these aside so the bag doesn't get in the way. And this is what we are looking at. So if you're a fan of Sacai and what they do, this is kind of their thing. Their design label was actually run by Sacai Fragment. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but she's the one behind the label. And then you have the famous brand, of course, Fragment, which is Hiroshi Fujiwara. I believe I'm pronouncing that one right. And overall, I think it's an interesting concept. I haven't been a big fan of them. I've reviewed, I think, one of the Blazers on this channel before, and it's just the double stack swoosh, the weird heel counter that comes out back here, this weird little, almost like a shelf. Like you can just, I don't know. It's just, the design is really weird to me. I'm not going to keep these. It's something that I just wanted to bring to you guys for a review, and it was just doing well, so I figured why not. Overall, though, it's an interesting mashup of materials. You have kind of this caged meshing right here, which isn't, breathable or through, but it shows a nice mesh pattern that is surrounded by nice soft suede. Honestly, the suede is nice on this pair. So you got suede going down the eyelets, and you have suede right here around the toe box. I would recommend being careful because it's so low to the toe box here. If you live in a state where it rains a lot, it will destroy these. So be careful about wet weather. That's one thing I will note. Your two double stack swooshes in this kind of whitish gray is actually leather, so it's different than the other two materials we've mentioned. Your back two panels right here are that same nice suede material. Once again, I think the materials are pretty nice on here. The quality's pretty good. Obviously, you've been seeing the classic / Fragment Sacai stamped at the bottom. From what I've understood, the LD Waffle or the Nike Waffle is a big sneaker for Sacai Fragment, the owner of Sacai, the woman behind it. She really enjoys this silhouette, so I guess this is why they've been doing, this whole collaboration and things that have been going on. Even though we've seen Blazers and other stuff, this was supposedly a big reason to her. So that was kind of interesting that I read. Nike Sacai stamped on the back of the heel right there on the white leather in black. There's a look at that protruding kind of heel shelf thing that comes off of the outsole, and the outsole does slant up a little bit. So once again, there is your all black outsole. This is a very, very weird silhouette. I don't know if I can get on board with this ever. Flipping around to the medial side, you have the LD Waffle SU21, and then some information printed right there. Once again, leather swooshes, double stacked, suede, mesh. There's a look at the toe box going up. Your canvas tongue is just kind of like a standard Nike canvas backpack tongue, but you do have a double stack tongue. We will show that. So one has your Nike sportswear made in China tag, and then your other one has the Fragment logo right here, and your under tongue is also in that canvas material. Your lining is white with a blue insole that just says Nike Sacai in white, and your laces are that midnight blue with that clear lace tip. Nothing too crazy there. So other than that, I will bring up the other shoe real quick just so you see all the details, and color blocking is the same on both. You have the printing on both shoes as well on the lateral and the medial sides. Insoles are exactly the same, Nike Sacai. So other than the mention of the Fragment on the side and the Fragment logo on the tongue, these are mainly a Sacai collaboration. They just had Fragment collaborate in there, kind of like the Travis Scott fragments we saw recently. So it's kind of cool to see two separate designers, two separate companies, two separate brands coming together with a third brand. So you have this kind of three-party collaboration going on. It's interesting. I want to see what other artists do in the future. Like if we can get some mashups of like a Stephen Harrington and Cause and Nike collab, like something crazy like that would be really nice to see. And I just like what they're going with this. This personally, though, for me, is not going to stay in the collection. I'm just not a big fan of this silhouette and what they're doing here. I am waiting to see what other stuff they come up with in the future. But if you like these, I would recommend getting them. But the price is high. I will say that now. So if you want to spend the money and you're able to, go ahead. But I always say be smart. If you want to wait for the next one, wait for the next one. But if you must have these, then you got to pay what you got to pay. I will try to leave links down to the safe third-party sites, which you can buy these from. And other than that, I'm going to leave the video there. I thank everybody for stopping by today. Let me know what you think of these down below. I will try to answer back to everybody in the comments. I appreciate all the support from everybody. I hope you stick around. I have more content coming shortly, and I hope everyone has a good day. All right?